Hi friends, I'm Scott from Sharky's Greenhouses and Beat Your Neighbor Fertilizer, and today we're talking about watering again. Now, this is one of our biggest questions, and watering is the single most important thing that you can either get right or get it wrong. So that's why we talk about it so much, is because that's the one thing that really kills a lot of plants and flowers. So we're talking about watering again. And one of the questions that we get from our customers is, on those rainy days, and today it's overcast and it's often on rain. So am I gonna water? So that's really the big question is, am I gonna water? So I'm gonna go through my greenhouses and I'm gonna spot check everything. Now, when I just kind of went through and glanced and looked, all my bedding plants and those flowers, they're all pretty wet, so they're gonna get skipped. But these hanging baskets are kind of funny. You really have to check them, and that's why it's so important that when we talk about lift that hanging basket, lift it up and see if it needs water or not, because this Calibrachoa, it's pretty light. It's gonna need a little drink today. Now, it's not gonna need a lot because I know that the whole day is going to be overcast and it's going to be off and on rain. So I'm not going to need too much. It's just going to take just a little drink. But when I go through and I spot check this hanging basket, it's heavy. So I'm just going to let it be. It's just going to kind of idle along, and I'm going to pass over it. I'm not going to water it. But I've got thousands of hanging baskets, and yeah, it's a little bit inconvenient for me. But that's my job. If I want the beautiful flowers and I want them to perform, I have to get that watering correct. So I'm gonna go through it, I'm gonna check each one, and it's just really a simple lift. And that's why we preach on that, of taking it the best way that you can tell if a hanging basket needs water or not, is just give it that simple little lift and see. Does it feel like a bag of popcorn, really light? Or does it feel like a bag of flour or a bag of sugar where it's got some heft to it? And this hanging basket really has some heft, where this one is pretty light. And so get comfortable with looking at your weather and seeing what it's going to do for today, because I know a lot of you are going to work, so you really have to do a little bit of pre-planning of, okay, it's supposed to rain today. I'll probably just I'm going to check my hanging baskets, but I'm probably going to just let it be. It's probably not going to need that. But it catches me off guard. Yesterday it was supposed to be pretty much rain all day long, and all of a sudden that sun came out, and a lot of these plants started drinking. And it's funny how in a greenhouse it really gets magnified, and that weather inside the greenhouse, it changes rapidly, and it got warm. And afternoon I had to come through and kind of spot check, and I had a lot of hanging baskets that were drooping because all of a sudden I was tried to pre-plan, and that weather just did something else. The sun came out, it got warm in here, and everything started drinking. So I had to go through and I had to accommodate and water again. So really getting that watering right on, that's what's going to make or break you. And that's why we talk about watering so much. Believe me, keep learning how to water, because that's going to do it. That's the one that makes the difference, is getting that watering correct. So if you're liking these tips and tricks and these videos, please give us a thumbs up and follow us on Facebook, and also to be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of how-to videos there. Go through and check all those videos. And you can check out our blog articles and our Beat Your Neighbor Fertilizer at beatyourneighbor.com. Thanks for watching.